This is the most mysterious place on Earth. Deeper than Everest is tall. So dark, so crushing, that sunlight and certainty never reach the bottom. And yet, down in these black depths, almost 11,000 meters below the waves, life finds a way. But what kind? What does it take to survive in a world almost no one has seen? Today, we're retaking you inside the Mariana Trench, Earth's ultimate underworld, to meet the unthinkable creatures that haunt its depths, and reveal just how little we actually know about life on our own planet. Most of us imagine the ocean as warm shallows, a turquoise world buzzing with fish, coral reefs, dolphins. But that blue paradise is just the surface skin. Beneath it stretches 95% of Earth's water, a vertical wilderness of darkness and danger. The Mariana Trench lies at the edge of the Philippine Sea. It plunges to nearly 11 kilometers if we flipped Everest upside down. Its summit would still be swallowed by this abyss. Oceans layer themselves with depth. The deeper you go, the stranger it gets, and at the very bottom, in the Hadal Zone, is a kingdom few have ever glimpsed. At the bottom of the trench, the pressure is 1,100 atmospheres. That's like having 90 full-grown elephants pressing on every square inch of your skin from all directions. The temperature hovers just above freezing. There's no sunlight, total blackness for millions of years. It's a world less explored than the surface of Mars. So how could anything live here? All life here begins with a gentle snow. Not cold, but dead. Every fallen fish, every bit of plankton, every scrap of waste from the surface, a constant drift of organic debris. This marine snow falls for weeks, even months, finally settling on the trench floor in a thick, silty layer. It's the ocean's ultimate recycling plant. But for most of the year, the rain of dead matter isn't enough. Down here, life survives on almost nothing slow, ancient, patient. And the creatures that live here are truly remarkable. Take the xenophiles. They look like giant slime blobs, but are actually single-celled organisms, some as big as a dinner plate. They build shells from the silt, filtering bacteria from the muck. To us, they seem alien. To the trench, they're the base of the food web. Then there are the amphipods, deep-sea shrimps that are transparent and ghostly. They feed on scraps, whale falls, anything. Their bodies contain a special chemical that lets them flex and swim where other flesh would be crushed. And yes, there are fish. The Mariana snailfish looks soft and almost gelatinous, no scales, tiny bones. Scientists have filmed them living at depths over 8,000 meters. They're pale, slow, and adapted to a world with nearly no predators. We also find giant isopods, which look like a woodlouse on steroids, creeping along the bottom to scavenge anything that falls. Other beasts, like tusk shells, have barely changed in hundreds of millions of years living fossils from the time before the dinosaurs. Then there are the big rarities like the Magnapina squid, also known as the bigfin squid. Its arms and tentacles trail like puppet strings, 7 meters long. With elbow-like bends scientists still don't understand. There are less than 20 confirmed sightings on the planet. One was filmed at over 6,000 meters, proving that even impossible animals live here. But the real rulers of the trench might be invisible bacteria living deep in the mud, feeding off toxic chemicals, even breathing hydrogen or methane. These ancient organisms are helping scientists imagine what life on other worlds might look like. Sometimes something gigantic sinks a whale, a tree, even a sunken ship. When this happens, the trench comes alive overnight. First, scavengers like hagfish and amphipods strip the flesh. Months later, bone-eating worms and bacteria take over, digesting the skeleton itself. These falls become pop-up ecosystems, lasting for decades, a rare banquet in a place where famine is normal. Almost every animal in the trench is extraordinary. Some make their own light through bioluminescence, a living language of flickers and pulses. attracting mates or warning off predators in the endless black. Some, like the giant amphipods, have antifreeze for blood. Others, like the snailfish, have skin so thin you can see their organs through it. They survive in a world where gravity and time move differently, and where most animals are captured on camera, maybe once in a lifetime. A handful of humans have made it to the bottom of the Trieste in 1960, filmmaker James Cameron in 2012, and scientists using robotic probes today. But every sample raises 100 more questions. We know more about the moons of Jupiter than we do about life in the trench. What new creatures wait down there, in the dark? What clues to life in our universe hide just out of reach? Now, the deep sea is the new frontier, not just for science, but for resources. Robots crawl the bottom, searching for metallic nodules rich in metals for our batteries and electronics. Internet cables' frail threads cross the trench, carrying nearly all the world's data. But what will happen if we disturb these ancient worlds? Some scientists warn that damaging these delicate communities could take centuries, maybe forever, to recover. Every inch of this trench is a monument to survival, to resilience, to possibilities we're only just beginning to imagine. If we destroy what lives here before we understand it, we may never get a second chance. The Mariana Trench isn't a barren wasteland. It's a living, breathing underworld alien, yet part of our own planet. And what we choose to protect or exploit down here will shape the future for all of us. So next time you look out across the sea, remember, beneath the glimmering blue, there's a place so dark, so deep, that the rules of life are rewritten. And inside the Mariana Trench, the story isn't over. The deeper we go, the more wonders and warnings we find. Who knows what other secrets, what other creatures are still waiting to be discovered miles below. If you want to dive deeper into these mysteries with us and support real exploration, subscribe and join our journey into the unknown. Because down here, in the darkest part of our planet, discovery has only just begun. Thanks for watching.